What up, everybody? Everybody, what's up, everybody? What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the What's Up, Everybody podcast here with my co-host, Sweet T, a.k.a. Brother. Sweet T, we are back at it again, sir. We missed last week.
We did.
You were out of town.
I was.
I was busy.
You were.
And we're back at it.
We are.
Another day, another dollar, sir.
Another day, another dollar, as I like to say.
Yeah. How was your week?
Good. It was good.
So I saw you spent some time with old Chris Weidman up in the mountains last week. And how's my man Chris Weidman doing? How's his recovery?
He's good. I guess it's going well.
Yeah.
We don't really talk about fighting stuff.
Really?
You think as a fighter, that's like all you'd want to talk about.
Yeah.
But like,
well, I feel like with you two guys together, y'all talk probably more about football. Because he's into everything. He can talk stats about like you. He's very good at talking about fights, talking about football, knowing players and stats. Like I have like a care less about that kind of stuff. So
you've never been into sports.
Never.
You played a soccer for
1 year, and I didn't even want to do it.
You were like, was it you or Evan that just did shoulder rolls up and down the field?
Me. It was definitely me doing shoulder rolls. I did shoulder rolls and kick kids in the shin.
What did Evan do?
Evan would just cuss out the coach.
He would.
Evan got kicked off the field at age 5 for cussing out the coach. He was a goalie. And I guess he got a goal in or something like that. And his coach said something to him, and Evan just started going ham.
I thought they were going to move him to goalie, and he was like pissed because they were going to move him to goalie.
Maybe that's what it was. I don't remember. But he didn't like it. Wouldn't have it. So he got his butt tore up for that.
Of course.
But yeah, man. I mean, I saw something on. I think it was on his Instagram this week. He was sparring. He's like sparring.
Chris?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, he was in Colombia getting some special treatment.
Like Colombia, South Carolina.
No,
Colombia,
like
South
country.
America.
South America.
Yeah. What do they do
Colombia.
there? Stem cell stuff? I mean.
He told me that if he told me, he'd have to kill me. So
yeah.
I didn't ask anymore after that.
Makes sense.
No, I'm just kidding. I have no idea. I guess it's like stem cell stuff. I think.
Help with the healing process.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw him sparring this week on Instagram, so it looked like he was doing something. Mm-hmm. Unless it was staged, Chris.
Maybe.
I don't know. But good weekend, man. It's officially fall.
It is.
Officially fall. We had like fall for Greenville.
Not here though. Fall in South Carolina doesn't really start until end of November.
Yeah, but
it's
I mean
still
it's getting
in the
a little
80s.
cooler. I mean nighttime.
Yeah, but we have that super annoying weather where it's super cold in the morning. So it's like cold enough where you want to wear jeans, a long sleeve, a hoodie, and then by the time you leave work, it's like 92 and you're like sweating.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
So it's either like, do you want to be really cold in the morning or do you want to be hot?
Then you go back and change wearing shorts, and then after 7 it's freezing again. It's cold. Yeah, it's weird.
Mm-hmm.
It's weird. Weather here in South Carolina is weird, but you get all seasons. Is what I like about it.
Yeah, we do.
We may get a day of snow, 2 days of snow.
If you can call it that.
Maybe.
If you can call it snow.
Yeah, sleet.
Nothing.
Yeah, but everything shuts down, which is what's so
it's
good
the
about
best.
it. We don't have the equipment down here for snow like they do in New York City.
No, love it.
They are prepared. I remember going up there to Chris when he lived in Long Island, having to help him. It took like 2 days to clear his driveway out, and that was our training sessions.
Yeah. Well, now you have the old flamethrower.
Oh, that's right.
So if we ever get any sort of ice, you can just flamethrow it out of the way.
Yeah.
That's literally. Steven spent money on a flamethrower because, why not?
I'm gonna bring it in for the next podcast and set that bad boy up right here.
Got to.
Got it. I'm gonna let you guys see my flamethrower.
And
it is a legit flamethrower.
Yeah, it is. One of the things on the box, it doesn't say flamethrower on the box. It says like high intensity torch. Something real
good for thawing out your driveway.
Yeah, it's like used for ice or pyrotechnics.
That's what it says. Pyrotechnics. I don't
Pyrotechnics.
I gotta get that bad boy. We have to do some flamethrowing stuff, don't we? Burn some leaves or something.
Yeah, we can do that down here. We're allowed to do kind of anything we want in South Carolina still.
Yeah, pretty
it's
much.
Pretty cool.
Pretty much, you can do anything you want
Mm-hmm.
You know, walk around with a pistol. It's kind of like the Wild Wild West, but on the East.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the East Coast.
The Wild Wild East.
Not quite as good as Texas, I don't think.
Yeah, no. Texas is just like its own little planet.
Yeah, it's crazy.
But speaking of fall, we got Halloween coming up.
Ooh,
you're a big fan of Halloween.
Oh, I'm a huge fan of Halloween. Decorating, getting everything out, carving pumpkins, watching scary movies, you know, cuddling up on the couch with it 90 degrees outside. You know what I mean? We're getting your onesie out.
I would rather just do that stuff for Thanksgiving. I'm not a big Halloween guy.
I love Halloween.
I remember growing up Halloween, I never did the trick-or-treating. I never had to go trick-or-treating. I remember I never wanted to go, and the only people that would take me were you all, my 4 older siblings.
But we would do ninja stuff, I think, right?
Well, no, y'all would just be like forgetting that I was 10 years younger than y'all, and y'all just be zooming around. And I would get literally like 3.5 houses up the street and be like, all right, I'm tired of this. I'm going home. Hey, guys, bring me back candy. And then mom would be like, hey, make sure you bring back candy because if you don't, I'm going to beat your butt. And they're always like, yes, ma'am. And so I always got candy. I never had to do any of the work.
Yeah, it makes sense. We just did all the work for you. We stayed out and just did our ninja thing.
Yeah, y'all were out for water ballooning people.
Heck yeah. That was the best part. I feel like Halloween is the time of year like you want something freaky or scary to happen to you, but it never does.
No.
You know what I mean? Like I want to go on an adventure. I want a master murderer to chase me around my house or some abandoned hospital. You know what I'm saying? Like you see these movies and I'm expecting an adventure, but it's never satisfying. What, you go on a haunted trail? Whoop-de-doo. You know they can't touch you. You know?
They actually have haunted places where you have to sign waivers, and they're allowed to touch you, to come in contact with you.
Can you touch them back, though?
You better be able to.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. I'm signing a waiver. Then I better be able to put hands on you, too.
Yeah. That would be so unfun for
them, I think.
Them. Because then it would just be one massive brawl immediately.
Yeah.
Everybody's be fighting everybody.
Yeah, you get pissed because you got punched, and then you're just all fighting.
Yeah. So I don't know how that works, but Weston, one of our pros here, he was looking for haunted houses for us to go to, and he was like, they actually have houses where you sign waivers, and they're allowed to like come in contact with you. I don't know if they can actually put their hands on you and do stuff, but maybe they bump into you.
Or like squirt water at you, maybe. I don't know.
Maybe.
I think that would be fun. I would like to try that. Maybe we should do that for the channel. Go to a haunted spot.
Yeah, that's the plan. We're going to try to get somewhere haunted.
Get somewhere scary, if it does. Like, they never scare me. Like, I have yet to be scared. I mean, if you consider, what, when I was like 8, 9 years old? But I'm not scared of them anymore. Like, they're not even scary to me.
Well, you're 38, so.
I mean, yeah, once you learn how it goes, like, they can't touch you. But still, you want to be scared if you want to go. If you want to do one of those things, you're standing in line. You got these guys screaming at you, and everybody's like, "Oh!" I think the girls just scream just to get attention. But you know what I mean? Like I want to be legit scared.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we're gonna have to go to Scarewinds, man.
Scarewinds. We went to. I think we've been to Scarewinds before.
Yeah.
I don't remember. I was little. Halloween is not my favorite.
I love Halloween.
I
love listening to Thriller by Michael Jackson.
Oh my gosh, does he? I hate listening to Thriller by Michael Jackson.
I listen to it so much.
Because he loves listening to Thriller by Michael Jackson.
Like I watched Disturbia. I watched Disturbia last night. I'm working my way up to like the scariest of scary.
No, see, y'all scarred me back in the day. I would say I was about 10. Lindsay, our oldest sibling and our oldest sister, had an exchange student, a foreign exchange student.
You were there for that?
I was there. It is the reason that I can't watch scary movies. Like, it messed me up. I'm still scared of the dark today, and I'm a 30-year-old, 270-pound man. I'm scared. Like, as soon as I flip the light switch off,
You're running upstairs?
I am levitating to my bed. Like, I am teleporting into my bed. I am in my bed before it's dark. I hit the switch in the bed. I can't be farting around in the dark, dude.
Well, I think most men are kind of like
before you interrupt me again, let me get to the story. So I was like 10, and we had the foreign exchange student, and it was Lindsay, her, you, maybe a couple of other friends.
Evan was there.
Maybe Evan was there. I know we always did everything together. But she wanted to watch a scary movie, and of course, they picked The Exorcist. The dang Exorcist.
Man,
and I remember
every time.
it was freaky, and I've never made it past. I've never watched it again. I've never tried to watch it again. The part where she did the whole upside down thing down the stairs with whatever.
That was back in the 80s, and that still freaked me out. You
mean the movie was back in the 80s?
Yeah, so I mean.
Yeah. We turned it off, and I've never attempted to watch it again. The closest I've got to seeing The Exorcist was Scary Movie 2.
What?
Scary Movie 2.
Paranormal Activity. Very similar.
That wasn't bad because,
it was demons, man.
Spoiler alert, only like one thing happened like in the final 15 seconds of the movie.
Yeah, that's true.
And then after that one, I got to say though, no, I did watch Paranormal Activity 2.
I did too.
That was terrifying.
Nuts. I can't do those, man.
They picked it up on Paranormal Activity 2.
Now you got all these Conjuring. There's like Conjuring 80 out. There's like so many Conjuring movies. Like, I mean, how far can you go with these guys? You have like,
those people did a lot of different haunted. That was like their thing. I forgot their names.
Oh, you're talking about the real people who have that museum of like the most haunted things ever.
Annabelle
like
is in there, and like the whole deal. They did a lot of
the doll looks
type things.
Considerably like not as like so much sweeter.
It's like a Raggedy Ann doll, I think, or something like an all cloth doll or whatever.
But I can do like Disturbia, like the guy chasing you down the street, but I can't do the demons. I can't do. I mean, because what do you do against a demon? I mean, the only thing that really can fit against a demon is the Lord. That's it. Like, what could you do? Nothing.
You just got to start.
You got to
start praying. So that's what I watched. Paranormal Activity 2. I don't know how many was after that, but I know Paranormal Activity 2 was intense when the dang house blew up and all the drawers and everything opened up. Oh. So then I think I think I tried to watch Annabelle, and I had to leave because there was one part.
Where were you at the home by yourself?
No, I was in theaters.
Oh God! Who were you with?
I don't remember who I was with.
You couldn't have seen that movie by yourself.
No,
man.
I think I went with friends, maybe Andrew Potts back in the day. I don't remember, but I remember I had to leave. Have you ever seen it?
No, I don't think I will. I've always told myself to steer away from those types of movies.
There was one part where they go to a priest, like a Catholic priest, to try and like get help, and the dude was basically like, "I can't help you," and then he gets towed up by the dang demon.
Oh, no.
And then immediately I was like, well, if the Lord can't help you, then I'm out of here. I'm out of here. I'm not finishing this film.
Oh my God, I can't do demon films. I'm sorry. I mean, I've tempted to watch, and I just can't do it. And even with like, because I try and put myself when I watch these horror flicks, like I put myself in their shoes, like in Disturbia, where he goes in this guy's house, right? He forced his friend to go in his neighbor's house because he is thinking his neighbor is this, the serial killer that everybody's been talking about, because there's been things throughout the movie that he has done and driven home with, and just some sketch stuff. So he forces his friend to jump over the fence. Spoiler alert, guys. And he goes in the garage.
If you haven't seen Disturbia, it came out like 10 years ago. So no need for spoiler alerts.
It's got Shia LaBeouf in it. Great movie. And he breaks into they took the key or the code to his garage, opens the garage while he's asleep. And of course, Shia LaBeouf is in house arrest. He got this ankle bracelet, so he can't leave the house. So
he had already attempted. Did he?
No, he punched his teacher. He punched his teacher because
the teacher was like saying really bad things to him
about his dad. Yeah, his dad just died, and he blamed himself because he was driving the car. It was a car accident. So he punched his teacher anyway. He's on house arrest. He went to court and all this stuff.
I'd have punched him too.
I would have too. He's like, "What was
your father?" It's all right, Shia. I got you.
He's like, "What would your dad have thought?" or something like that. He just decked him. It was awesome. But he gets his friend to jump over the fence, gets the code to the garage. That night, he's got this camera, and he's trying to get proof that this guy's a serial killer. And he goes in there, and he's looking in this bag, and he opens the bag up, and all he sees is blood, and the garage closes. He didn't touch it. Like, they didn't. He's like, "Oh, God, the garage is closed." And he's like, somebody's in this house with me. So I'm putting myself in this guy's shoes. What is the fastest way out, right? And I'm seeing all these windows. How come nobody has just thrown themselves through a window? Number one, it makes a lot of racket. So everybody else is going to hopefully the neighbors hear it. You know, 2, it's literally the fastest way out. I mean, you go run to a door. By the time you get to the door, he's on your heels. By the time you get the door open, he's shutting the door or stabbing you. Just run through the dang fence, like through a window. Like I already got it in my head, guys. If somebody's in my house and I feel like I'm scared or this guy's like, I can't get away, I'm jumping through my 2nd floor window. I don't care. Just head first. Boom! I can roll out of it. You know what I mean? Already got it in my head. Done.
Okay. Well, I was going to ask you, what would you do if somebody... Me and Colleen asks me this all the time. She's like, babe, see, I got kids in the mix.
Right.
And if you got kids
you
in the
have
mix,
to fight them off.
If you got kids in the mix, you know the deal. You can't just be fleeing on them. Especially, husbands out there, dads out there.
Anthony Smith.
Yeah, you can't. You can't dip out on your family. Like, you just can't do it. So you got really only one option. Is you got to fight this dude.
Yep. Hand-to-hand combat, or if you don't have a home defense weapon, hand-to-hand combat.
So, but she's always like, what do I do? I'm upstairs putting Theo to sleep. Theo's my son, by the way, putting him to sleep. What do I do? I don't know. See, I don't know. I don't know what you do, babe.
Well, in my head, as a man, you're probably thought about this too. How many guns can I fit in each room of the house?
I think about that. We're allowed to have weapons, obviously, in our homes. But it's like, I also have kids, so I can't just be having them everywhere.
Right.
I would be absolutely crushed if anything were to happen to one of my kids because they got a hold of a firearm that they weren't supposed to get a hold of.
Right.
So that even is like, nope. Not a question can't do it.
So you got to get her butt training, dude. Get her in here and start training.
I know. That's why.
Hopefully
Theo's in Little Dragons already.
That's right. He can take care of his mom.
He'll be able to take care of his mom and his sister if I'm ever not there.
I mean, Colleen's been around Chris and us for years, so hopefully she picked up something.
Yeah.
Shot to the groin.
She's a freezer. I got to tell you, she's a freezer.
She's like,
who are you? What are you going to do?
Yeah.
No, she thinks she's a freezer, but when kids are involved, moms, y'all know, a different level kicks in. It's like hearing those stories about moms who like lift cars.
Yeah,
like
that
son
adrenaline.
got hit by a car and they like literally lift the car off of their kid. When it comes to moms and their kids, they just go superhuman.
Yeah, they go ham. And I'm thinking, like, keeping you guys aware, too, because y'all should always be thinking about this. And I was watching this thing on social media the other day, and it was like women, and there was this guy talking about going out with this girl. He's like, when we go out, girls are having a good time. They're having drinks, hanging out with their friends. But subconsciously, what this female doesn't understand is that us men are looking at every guy. Right? She says she wants to go to the bathroom. You're literally subconsciously looking down the path that she's going to take, making sure nobody's jumping out, or somebody's going to grab her, or touch her inappropriately, or guys that walk by you that look sketch. You're constantly thinking about protection. What am I going to do if this guy tries to put his hands on me or my honey or my kids? How could I fend him off? And I do myself. I don't have kids or anything, but at a restaurant. I think about this all the time. Like some dude walks in and he's got the tight shirt on and it just looks, big and jacked. And I'm always thinking to myself, all right, how could I take this dude out if I needed to? Yeah. How could I, I'm going over scenarios in my head how I could do this guy. Even if it's like 2 guys, how could I take both these guys out if I could?
Yeah.
And I don't know if that's just the fighter in me or is that just me being a man. I don't know about you guys. Type in the comments down below if you guys do the same thing. But that in my head is always going. That's always in there.
You always got to be prepared for that. It's like the most primal instinct we have.
Yeah, and what, as a man, should be thinking about. We're the hunters, the protectors, the gatherers. I mean, you know what I mean. We're there to protect. So that is just always going through my head.
Yeah,
everywhere
it's like
I go.
Nature, constantly flowing. No matter even if you don't grow up in the life of martial arts or fighting, it's still like naturally ingrained in our DNA to just want to protect what's ours, our territory or whatever. What's ours? I say ours, but y'all know what I'm saying. Like, close to us, what we care about. So, and I've been watching some documentaries and stuff on Netflix. I'm a big true crime guy. So if you guys have any cool true crime documentaries out there, type them in the comments below. Let us know. I want to watch some stuff. I watched Murder at White House Farms. This is a good one. It's on HBO Max. Shout out Mr. Ballin. I was watching him, and he talked about it. And then I finally, and I know it's been out for a little bit, yesterday watched that documentary, Don't F with Cats.
Really?
Have you seen it?
No.
Have you heard about it?
No.
You never heard of Don't F with Cats?
No, I have not. This is the first time I've heard about this.
Crazy.
Okay. Like, give me a little, like, can you give me a little something here?
Mm-hmm. Basically, it comes down to this. The internet's full of crap, right?
Yeah.
Full of everything. People just doing the worst of the worst on the internet. But apparently there's like this unwritten rule. You don't mess with animals. You don't mess with cats. Like, you don't do anything to them, or else you're going to get got.
Yeah.
You can do anything to anybody else and all the other crazy crap on the internet, but when it comes to animals, especially cats, because people love kittens and cats, they're so cute, they're like innocent, you don't mess with cats. It is the premise.
I figure like it would be puppies or something, or dogs.
Yeah,
I
know.
Something.
I don't know. They said cats.
They can mess you up.
Yeah, I'm not a big cat person myself, and there's a lot of things obviously you can't do to a lot of different things that I would be upset about. But in this particular case, this person said cats. Well, I don't know how they stumbled upon the video. I don't remember how they stumbled upon the video, but essentially this woman saw this video of this dude basically killing 2 cats. You could barely see his face. You could, there was just little clues here and there of who it was, and he just like killed these 2 little kittens.
Like terribly?
I mean, so he put them in a vacuum sealed bag, and he vacuum sealed the bag with him alive. Just you know what I'm talking about? Like, if you put clothes into one of those bags, you zip it up, and it has a hole you attach the vacuum to.
What?
So he did that to the cats on film.
Okay, that's
you don't see the videos, fortunately, because I can't watch the videos. But
I mean, that's sinister in its own. Just so essentially, he wanted to watch them die, I guess.
And he wanted. So it goes a little bit deeper than that. He didn't do it as much for the kittens as much as he wanted to just be known for something. He wanted attention. He wanted to do.
And did he get
it? He did. He got it big time. And so they were kind of, and he had this whole thing planned out. Like, he had this thing planned out for years, that he was going to start doing something like this. Like, years. He had placed little pieces here and there of how he was going to start this escapade of getting this fame by being essentially a psychopath. And then the whole thing was these people online, they kind of teamed up together to try and pinpoint where he was at.
Oh, I want to be on that team.
Yeah, and
I wish I was on that team.
They got really close, but he was still always like a step ahead. So even though he was crazy, and you would never expect it from what he looks like, he was still smart. He was still ahead of them. He left clues, and on purpose, and he knew that they were going to find them and exactly what they were going to do next, and he would leave another clue.
What? So, but they eventually got him.
They eventually got him, but not until it escalated to him actually killing a person.
So he did that?
Yep. He went all the way from, because they say killing animals is like the first sign of leading into. Yeah. So he eventually ended up going all the way to a person, and then, yeah.
Wow.
They ended up getting the whole police involved, but it was just crazy, all of the steps that these people took to try and catch him.
That is, dang.
And unfortunate that it escalated to
that point, right?
Yeah.
Golly. So, if your kid starts murdering animals and killing animals, you better, I don't know, what do you do, bro? What do you do? And I read this thing too not too long ago about this guy in 1816 or something like that. Was it the youngest mass murderer or serial killer in history or in the U.S. The guy was like 14 years old. He started out he was severely bullied because he had like a milky eye, and everybody was afraid of him. So he was severely like bullied. He was abused at home, and he started out by bullying other kids. While he was being bullied, killing animals. His mom ignored it, and then doing other things to other kids that I don't want to mention. Mm-hmm. And then it got to the point where he was killing. I mean, I got up to like 5 or 6, maybe 8 bodies, and this guy was 14. Kid was 14 years old. Yeah.
So back to the whole being a protector. It's like it's crazy how often this happens to people.
Yeah.
People are just crazy enough to do something like that.
Well, especially in your own home.
Just take you away or like take your kid. Just take them or come into your house and do whatever.
In your own home. And I swear, and like, especially from looking out there on social media today, I've seen a ton of this, how people will knock on your door at night, and as soon as you open the door, they're in, right? I've seen that happen many times. I saw this one where this guy had one of those Simply Safe or one of those camera doorbells, which nowadays, first line of self-defense when it comes to your protection of your home, I would say get one of those. Get a Simply Safe security setup. Get you one of those doorbells.
Not according to the sharks on Shark Tank, though.
Yeah, exactly, right? I wish they had
invested in that bad boy.
God,
go ahead. Yeah.
But and it was this messed up guy. He was on something, but he was knocking on the door, waiting for this lady to come outside, and you can tell something's wrong with him. But he was just saying the same thing over and over again. And finally, the husband's at work, and because he's got a mic on it, and he said, "Yo, can I help you?" And he's like, "Yeah, I just want to rape and murder your wife. When she comes to the door, I'm gonna rape and murder your wife." And I'm just like, what?
Mm-hmm.
If they didn't have that system and she came to the door, you know what I mean? Like, that's essential nowadays. I feel like everybody should have one of those. You have one. I've got one. Most everybody in my neighborhood has one. If you don't have one, you better get you one because
they make them now to where they'll make noises for you if you're not there. Yeah, like whistle.
I love that
like
commercial.
you'll notice somebody like whistle them. Like, oh crap!
Oh, what?
I love seeing people coming up and try to steal packages off people's porches, and they're like, "Hey!" And they're like run away.
They should have one instead of whistling, just like get off my property.
Yeah.
Dude, they used to have that for car alarms back in the day. So get you a ringer, man. Get you a Simply Safe security. I've got a Simply Safe. Amazing. Thanks, Tony, for putting it up in my house.
Welcome. They're not sponsoring this video, by the way.
Yeah. But Tony definitely put one up in my house, and it's amazing. It gives me notifications who's at my front door, any signs of any kind of motion outside my front yard. Boom, I get it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's number one. I've seen a lot of just home invasions recently of people who don't have them.
Yeah, you got to think that's a huge deterrent now. Is like, dang, they probably got a video camera doorbell. Or the people are at least looking out for that. So if somebody's perusing through the neighborhood and they're scoping out different places to try and hit, they're not going to do one with the video camera that you got to go through or whatever.
Yeah.
Or it's going to be a lot harder for them to just get up in your house.
You should have like I have security cameras all in my yard or something plastered up everywhere in my yard. Keep them out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I mean I think that's number one. Then if they get inside, then number two is obviously whatever you have available.
12 gauge shotty.
12 gauge shotty. For sure.
But then I always think about, dang, dude. Obviously I'm going to do it if I have to. But it's really going to hurt my ears.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to blow my ears.
Yeah, I saw this Bill Burr one. He's got this little 22 that he was taking out. He was out, like down somewhere in the South, and this guy had all these weapons.
You know, down south.
Yeah, and he had this little 22, and he's like, what you got? He's like, it's a 22. He's like making fun of people because when you're in your house or in your car and you know that thing goes off, you're not going to be hearing for a week.
Yeah, you know that.
I know that personally. Shot my dad's truck.
Ding dong.
Still can't hear out of my right ear. No, it's not that bad, but still, it rings.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I mean, I feel like a 22 wouldn't do it.
Yeah,
it's a shot. I'm thinking of the mess with a shotgun. I don't know.
I know you got to clean it up yourself.
Yeah. You don't have services.
Well, I mean, you can hire like John Wick. You got to have some gold coins.
I've got a coin. Or do I? Where'd it go, dude? I have a John Wick coin somewhere. Dude, where'd it go? Anyway.
It's not up on that Pop Dragon Ball Z right there with the necklace and the kunai and that you just knocked off and the NMF.
Dang it. I don't remember where it went. But it's around here somewhere. But yeah, I have a John Wick coin.
Maybe he had to use it.
Shh, Tony. Don't say anything. But I got one of those. I love that movie, by the way. Quality movie.
John Wick 4.
Yeah, the mythology around it, so sick.
I know.
So sick.
Cool stuff. Cool adventure stories.
Had some good fights this weekend, though.
Yeah, one in particular. There were some good UFC fights. It's just hard to catch every UFC fight every weekend. Plus, this was at a weird time.
Yeah.
It was like the main event was like 6 in the evening instead of it normally starting super late.
Yeah, Matthew, or one of our buddies.
I'm assuming it was because of the Tyson Fury fight.
Has to be.
Because they were like, nobody's going to watch the UFC if this.
Were there any undercards on that fight?
There were a few. None that I am not in the boxing world at all.
No, all I know at this point is,
unfortunately,
Jake
and Logan Paul.
Yeah. Lomachenko, Triple G, I know, Canelo, obviously Mayweather, you got
Muhammad Ali.
Mike Tyson. No, but this is our third battle, literally back to back.
Mm-hmm.
And Fury did a phenomenal. The dude was, what is he, 6'8"? Winning at 277.
He's big. I mean, Wilder had his moments for sure, but you were talking about this earlier with Pops. Wilder's technique is just wild.
It's not good. Yeah. He's not
it's
a
not
good
as
boxer.
crisp as you want,
right?
In terms of being as successful as he has been in boxing. To get to where he is, you would think it would be a lot.
He's tall. He's long and lanky.
He's got extreme power, obviously.
Yeah, and that's what he looks for every time. He's just looking for that one big shot, right? When Tyson Fury out there, he's putting combinations together. It's just like, I would say, the Jake Paul and Tyron Woodley fight. Mm-hmm. Tyron's looking for that one heavy shot, and Jake is out there just pop, 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 hit, moving.
I mean, I wouldn't say pop, 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 pop. More of his pop, pop, pop.
I mean, obviously, with Tyson Fury, it's going to be more of a boom.
He's a nimble big fella.
He is. His head movement was great.
Fella.
He can move, man. He was slipping, dodging, those punches out there, but he did awesome. And I think that was his game plan. I think Wilder said something in the, after the fight, post-fight interviews that he thinks that's what his plans were. I mean, he comes in at way heavier, 277, to lay on him, to tire him out, and it worked.
Yeah.
But he is definitely the better boxer of the two.
Yeah.
I mean, I knew either if there was going to be a knockout, I figured it was going to be Wilder doing the knocking out, not the other way around. But if somebody was going to win, I had Fury, just because he was the better boxer. He outboxed him last time.
Yeah.
I didn't expect him to go out there and knock him out like he did.
Yeah.
But dude, that was awesome.
When you get tired and you start getting hit with some shots, you're going to go down.
People saying it was one of the best heavyweight fights in recent history. So,
Yeah, I'd agree. It looked great. It was an action-packed fight, and like I said, the last actual boxing fight that we bought was when Canelo fought Triple G the second time.
Yeah. I think the last, was it? I think you got that one, right? You bought that one.
We got that at home. We watched it. We had a little party at the house, at Dad's house, watching that fight. It was a really, really close fight as well. I mean, we obviously got the Tyron Woodley, Jake Paul, but that's not like real boxing.
Right. That's kind of like YouTuber.
Entertainment boxing. But like actual legit contenders fighting each other, legit champs fighting each other.
Speaking of the two, though, Jake Paul, I hear, is wanting to fight his, little brother.
Tommy Fury. Which is a dope name. Huge fan of that name, Tommy Fury.
Tommy Fury. That's like a superhero.
It sounds like he would be in one of the Rocky movies, like Tommy Fury. Like is because they had Tommy Gunn and they had Tommy Fury, and so that's gonna happen next.
Well, maybe, hopefully. I mean, I don't know how. I mean, I didn't watch his last fight, Tommy Fury's last fight.
I think he looked rough.
Really?
Yeah.
He needs to work with his brother then.
Yeah.
How old? What is the year difference between those two?
No idea. Like I said, I am not.
Of course,
versed in the realm of boxing.
He looks older, but I'm probably older than him.
Tyson?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Am I older than him?
I don't know. Look it up, Chuck.
Hey Siri, how old is Tyson Fury?
Siri's not gonna work.
33.
Wow.
He's 33 years old.
He's only 3 years older than me.
What? I thought he was older than me. Dang it.
He looks and acts like it.
He's very intelligent.
Mm-hmm.
If that's what you're saying. Yeah, I'm not a smart guy.
No.
Thanks a lot, Tony.
No, I didn't mean intelligence-wise.
Oh, okay.
You're smart in terms of, like, movie trivia, stuff like that.
That's it.
Fighting
IQ.
IQ.
Fighting IQ. That's it. That's all I've trained for.
Yeah, that's all you need.
That's all I train for.
What else do you need?
That's right. I got people to do that.
You're not trying to be like, Elon Musk and Wonderboy Thompson. Right. You're not trying to be the both. You got to pick one or the other. Mm-hmm. You don't see any super intelligent, smart geniuses winning championships. You know what I mean?
True. They're not, but I hear
not like mentally like Elon Musk status.
Yeah, not that on that level. But there have been some doctors to fight boxing and kickboxing. I know both of what are the brothers that fought? One of the guys just fought. Was it Josh Thompson? What's his name? From Europe, was a kickboxer, went over to boxing. He fought Lennox Lewis. Y'all know who I'm talking about.
He fought Lennox.
He was in the movie Ocean's 11. Remember the boxing match? Him and Lennox Lewis.
There was a boxing match in Ocean's 11.
Ocean's 11, yeah.
That's actually the only Oceans I've never seen.
What? Ocean's 11?
Ocean's 11.
That's what starts it off, man.
Yeah, I know.
God, what is his name? I gotta look it up now.
All right, man. Well, you look it up. But, yeah, like I don't know any doctors.
Versus Klitschko.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Klitschko. They're both him and his brother are both doctors.
In what?
Their doctorates. I have no idea. Like legit doctors.
Like doctors in like PE.
What? Can you be a doctor in PE?
I'm pretty sure Chris is.
He's a doctor.
He has like a doctorate in like.
Yeah, he told me he didn't want to do it anymore after he almost killed a high school kid. Almost beat him up.
Why? Because he was talking trash or something?
Yeah, major trash.
Oh my God, I could not be a teacher. Shout out to all you teachers out there, man. It is a different day and age.
You know who else went that route?
That's why I teach karate, because they're expected to obey and listen.
If not, we'll kick him in the face.
It's allowed.
There was an actor, well-known actor, that went into school teaching and ended up like decking this high school kid because he was just so disrespectful. And listening to that and what this kid was doing to him, I'm like, bro, I hope this teacher just decks him. And he does. And then he goes in acting against
Liam Neeson.
Liam Neeson. He was going to be a college or a high school teacher or something, but he just smoked this kid. Yeah. And nowadays, these kids need to be smoked. Yeah, I wish under like some kind of supervision that you can somewhat put your hands on them. You know what I mean? At least choke slam one of them every now and then just to keep the population in respect. Keep the population.
Every once in a while, you got to demonstrate a technique. You just demonstrate like a little extra, just like you pick a kid that's not been listening.
No, I'm talking like in high school. Like if I was a high school teacher, like most of those kids there just need their behind whooped.
Oh yeah.
Just pieced up. They need to have a team that goes through, and if you're acting up, like once a month, that team comes up and just dishes out beating on kids.
It's like the Purge, but for like high school fights. You get to pick like that one high school kid that you can just fight them.
That the class clown just comes in and just gets got.
Mm-hmm. I bet you would have less class clowns because they'd be 100%. Like, dang, I'm not trying to get purged this year.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
The next thing you know, they're going to start picked. Yeah.
Or you be a class clown on purpose so that you do get picked and you can like establish your dominance for the whole next year.
Right.
And then you can do whatever you want in school.
If you can beat the guy that comes in that beats kids up,
then you can do whatever you want. You're the school king.
So that's how Dad was. And he went to military school, and his first year there, he talked about on the podcast, he was what you call a bull rat. When you're a freshman, you kind of seeked out like a senior to kind of watch over you so the other seniors don't beat you up. But if you were under his protection, then you had to if you wanted a burger, you got to go get him a burger. If you didn't have money, you better go round you up some money. So Dad would have to go around, and he was called a bull rat. He would bully all the other rats so he can get his senior a burger or whatever. Stuff don't happen in school no more.
No.
No,
now they should be doing dumb stuff for TikTok.
What is that? What, they took all the hand sanitizer stuff out of the schools because people were doing what with it?
They just take it just to post it on TikTok and just go viral because that's everybody. That's what everybody lives for nowadays, going viral. Dude, it's just that one-hit wonder.
Yeah.
There's so many viral videos out there that I can't tell you who is in that viral video. It's just a viral video.
Yeah,
but
so
that's
many things
all
that are
kids
going viral
now
on the
want to
reg.
do. Yeah. Virality is not even a thing.
Yeah, you don't get money for it. Like, so why even go viral?
Yeah, you get quick fame for a second. But last point, and this is kind of the last thing I'm touching on, the last question I have for you. Tyson Fury says he would come over and do MMA. You really think that's laughable?
I do. I really do. I mean, I haven't seen any of his wrestling. I haven't seen any of his...
it's like he comes over to MMA. If he did, he can't expect whoever he fights to box him only.
100%. Who was the last guy to ever do that? Who was it? He fought Couture.
James Toney.
Bro, Couture. And James Toney is no joke.
Yeah.
And Couture took him down, did the lowest single leg or double leg takedown I've ever seen. He literally slid across the ground, got his ankle, took him down, over.
Yeah.
That's what's going to happen.
But Ngannou's not known for that. Or Gane. Gone. Their fight's coming up.
That's right. You don't know. It could be Gane or Gone.
It could be Gone or Ngannou.
Woo. That's going to be a good one.
Not gonna know until it happens. So you think it's a firm W for anybody in MMA who decides to fight him?
Unless the guy's stupid enough to go out there and just box with Tyson Fury.
He's 6'8". I'm immediately shooting for his legs. You ain't got to bend over too far.
100.
They're right there, dude.
Even if he sprawls, you got him down on the ground now. He's like, for him to fight, even just next year, there is levels to this, right? He knows a sprawl, which is A, right? His opponent's going to know B, C, D, E, F. He's going to know the next thing to go to. As soon as he sprawls, all right, I'm gonna slide out, take his back, choke him out. You know what I mean? He can't go down that rabbit hole with the wrestlers.
Yeah.
I mean, I know Ngannou. I don't think it would be a champ. Maybe Stipe?
No, Stipe would crush Tyson Fury.
Crush him.
Stipe has some of the rest bestling.
The rest bestling. I
best
think
wrestling on the heavyweight division.
The fair thing to do is have him come to welterweight.
Tyson?
Yeah.
Yeah. Fight you?
Yeah. That's the fair thing. Striker versus striker.
Yeah.
You know? But, I mean, I can kick, though. I mean, his one arm is probably as long as both my legs together.
Guaranteed.
So, I mean, he's got a tremendous reach, dude. I think his reach was greater than
Deontay's?
Yeah, Deontay Wilder's. And Deontay's got some lanky arms, man.
Yeah, dude.
So, I don't want to... Let's ask Siri. Hey, Siri, what is Tyson Fury's reach? 85 inches.
What is that, John Jones?
He's 84, I think.
Oh, yeah.
84. Yeah, John Jones' reach.
What's Deontay Wilder's? This is our
Hey,
Alex.
Siri, what's Deontay Wilder's reach?
This is our Jamie. Siri. You gotta dig for this one.
Yeah, I gotta dig it now. They put him at the bottom. 83.
Oh, so he's got 2 inches.
Yeah.
Nuts.
Crazy.
Yeah, you know.
Our brother Evan's got an 81-inch reach.
I know. It's crazy. It's crazy.
You know that?
It's crazy.
It's crazy, dude.
So, yeah, it's just tough, man. And I understand why boxers don't ever come over to MMA.
There's
so many other things to worry about.
It's scary.
It is. Like I was sparring the other day, and I got taken down. Or even, like you said, it wasn't like really a takedown, but I was forced to go to the ground, and then I was like, okay.
Who was it?
It was Weston.
Oh, yeah.
Wilson. And he was, like, trying to do stuff, and obviously I'm, like, way stronger than he is. He's just, like, real frail and stuff. But, you know, I was tired. I wasn't going to defend the takedown. No, but seriously, though, he got me down, and he started fishing for arms and doing weird stuff, and that Weston does, and I was just like, hey, man. All right, dude, you got it. Whatever.
Yeah, you got it, buddy.
Yeah.
You think Ty's going to do like that? Are you guys down? Okay, it's over. I'm tapped.
Yeah. He's like, you know what? You got me. All you had to do was get me down, and I was just going to tap because it's a – and then when we finally got back up because he let me up, I was exhausted.
You were immediately tired.
I was like, just don't throw up. Please don't throw up. And then because we were doing 5-minute rounds. Thanks, Coach Devaney. I've never done a 5-minute round ever. I've always cycled in with you or somebody
You've never done
else.
a whole one.
I've never done a whole 5-minute round. So it was miserable. It was a miserable time of my life.
Welcome, Tony.
Yesterday.
And it's funny because people, you know how people like just random dudes talk a big talk, you know what I mean? And I tell people like right off the bat, when it comes to the fight game, it's all about, yeah, you got to have skill, but if you got cardio, if you have just a smidget of cardio, you know what I mean? You'll outlast anybody. Yeah. Like 99.9% of the people on the planet, just regular Joe Blow, they're going to be done in 30 seconds. I don't care how big you are.
Cardio is like the hardest thing to get, and it's the least glorified. Like you hear people, oh, he's got really good gas tank, but that's it. Nobody blows up into superstardom because they have a really good gas tank.
Yeah.
It's, you know what I'm saying? It's all the other stuff. Yeah, it's the knockout power or the speed or the whatever. But nobody's like, dang, this dude's a superstar because he's got good cardio. So you have to work the hardest to get it, and you barely get any notice.
Yeah, and it doesn't do anything profound into your physique.
No.
You know, when you sit there and just get strong, you just look yoked, you look awesome.
Yeah.
Cardio does absolutely nothing.
You never look at a skinny guy and be like, you know what, I bet he's got good cardio.
Yeah, he's like,
He's skinny because he's got good cardio. No, you're always like, dang, that dude's jacked, or that dude's shredded. You're never like, oh, man, I wonder what kind of cardio he's got.
And that's like the first thing like regular Joe Blow thinks of, like, oh, I could beat the crap out of that dude. Yeah, they're not thinking about what it does to take to try and do that, and then they're exhausted immediately, and that they're holding their breath the entire time they're swinging 5 shots. They're just done.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? It's funny. You know, we got guys that come new into the gym and they want to wrestle, they want to spar, and the first time they get out there and do anything live, they didn't expect it to be like that.
No.
Like, oh my God, it hurts right here. It hurts right here really bad.
Yeah, it's called your lungs.
It's called your
use them. You got to use them to make them stronger. I know it sucks. That's the worst part. That's the worst part of being an athlete for the most part, is just having that cardio. Because it's also the worst part to be stuck in a position where you don't have cardio and this other dude's trying to beat you up. And there's nothing you can do about it.
No, and that's what's so scary, man, because especially nowadays, you don't know who's an MMA fighter or not. I know, you know, some guy came to me yesterday that fought for Greenville. I said, man, I'm a huge fan. And immediately I noticed his ears.
Yeah.
And I was like, hey, man, where you train at? Oh, I train over here. I was from, I flew down here to spend time with family, blah, blah.
Yeah.
You knew he was a fighter, And now, but you guys like me who don't have anything, so you just don't know. You don't know what you're getting.
But you're a rare breed. I bet you 99% of guys walking down the street can be like, dude, I can beat that dude up.
Oh, 100%. Looking at me?
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
I mean, every day I look at you, I'm like, dude,
I can take you.
I can beat him up. I can't. No, I'm just kidding. I know I can't beat you up. I don't think that.
It's okay, dude. I know that. But anyway, that was good. So, that was good convo, man.
Yeah, we got into some true crime stuff, some Halloween, crazy documentaries. Halloween coming up. Let us know again in the comments below any documentaries that are kind of, flying below the radar that y'all recommend, because I'm into it. It's just interesting to see into the mind of somebody that you're not like. I think that's fascinating, right? Just to kind of like,
and also creepy.
What? Yeah, and it's just like, I don't know. It's just it's weird if you think about it. Like, oh, dude, you're into learning about serial killers? Are you crazy?
I think everybody's like that. Like, every female on the planet right now is into that.
Female?
Dude, mom, like, every female
that Investigate ID is constantly on all the time.
All the time.
Colleen's mom's just living on.
They have all.
Investigate.
There is a secret organization of females that are watching this show, learning how to kill off all the men on the planet. And get away with it.
That's crazy. It's like that TV show. It's coming out. It's called like X or something.
What do you?
I don't know. I saw a commercial for it one time. It's like the last dude on the planet.
Oh yeah.
Like something came out and it killed all the guys except for like this one dude.
Gotcha. And he's like being wanted by all the women or something.
Yeah, I guess they're trying to like get him.
Wow. Anyway. All right, guys. Thanks for joining us, guys. Sweet Tea. Always love chatting with you, man.
You too.
Even though I see you every day.
Love to keep this this scary topic going.
Yes, because it's Halloween-a-dish.
Through October, so.
I'm down. We'll let you guys know about our haunted trail experience as well. We'll probably have that up too, but it'll be fun.
Yeah.
If you watch anything scary, man, let me know.
Will do.
All right, guys. Catch y'all later. Any recommendation of scary movies? Let us know. Type it down in the comments below. Peace, y'all.
Peace.